Hello and welcome to this beautiful video. We are talking about dreams today. Dreams have been coming up for me for a while now. I've been having really crazy vivid dreams, but in this time frame, in like the past week or so, I've had a lot of people come forward about dreams, asking about dreams, saying they're getting intense. And so when I asked Spirit what this week's video should be about, of course they presented dreams. So if you are interested in learning about how you can use your dreams to ascend, how you can use the dream realm, how to interact with your dreams, why they're so vivid, why some people have dreams and others don't, stay tuned and we will be asking the Akashic Records all of them. My name is Marissa and I am a trance channeler and an Akashic Records keeper. So I have been going to the Akashic Records a lot and just asking random questions, and I thought, why not put it on film for the whole world to see? Spirit guided me to start doing this, and welcome to this corner of the internet where it happens. So before we go any further, let's figure it out. Let's see what dreams are all about, what the dream realm is, and how we can interact with it. I close my eyes when I channel. It helps me to process the information a bit more. And I try to stay completely non-biased. So any information that I've received in the past about dreams, I will be kind of like closing that out and opening up to the information that's highest and best for all of you to hear. I already went into the records and I asked, hey, only bring through the highest information for all of those involved. So that's what we'll be receiving. Like I said, yes, I close my eyes when I dream, or well, of course we all do. I close my eyes when I channel. And yeah, I will put time stamps in the description, so if anyone wants to go back to a question or you only want to hear like one question get answered, then the timestamps are in the description for your use. And let's get started. So I'm gonna go ahead and tap in, and then the messages will start coming through. Okay, so I asked the Akashic Records to, I've numbered the questions. We have 9 questions today, and the Akashic Records will be answering them in the order that they want to. So I just got drawn to question 2, which is, how are dreams so vivid? Let's see what they have to say. It's a reality within itself. It's a realm or dimension is used sometimes, thrown around. And you are visiting this space. It's not that you are dreaming of a place that does not exist. You are projecting yourself into this dream space. And because it is a very real reality, you experience it as such. It's a very real place, everything that you experience in your dreams. They're saying now it is an illusion, just how this place is an illusion, but it doesn't necessarily feel that way to us. And our dream space can feel more like an illusion because we only visit it here and there. But know that although it is an illusion, it is very real what you're experiencing, but it is almost like a theater where they can build sets and then break them down. And it's almost like this realm that is just for creating. It's like this white space. I'm with a guide now, and they're kind of showing me how the dream realm is set up. Like I'm almost like remote viewing the dream realm, and they're showing me this just white space where anything can be built, anything can be created for you to experience. And it's vivid because we are able to access this realm with more ease now, so more than ever before. We've almost been a bit more distant with the realm, which is why the dreams kind of had like a fog over them, if you will. But now that we are becoming closer to our multidimensionality, to our ability to be in multiple places at one time and feel this, that is why we are able to see the dreams so clearly and vividly. It's because more of our energy is there. It's not just this tether that we once had. It's like our full being is able to be there when we are asleep, because our energies are matching, almost like matching the frequency. Like you have to be at a certain frequency in order to experience different realms. And our evolution is getting us to a place where we are able to access the dream realm way easier. They're saying this kind of goes into my question about, I asked why some people dream and some people don't. And they were pointing to that question while answering. It's because it's a frequency thing. Some people's frequencies allow them to access different parts of the dream realm too. And they're almost showing like portals. That some people are able to travel in their dreams, and others are able to only access like the dream space itself, and some people don't access them at all. And it depends on the frequency that you fell asleep in, which is sometimes too, if you're an avid dreamer, some nights you don't remember your dreams. It's like a frequency, it's a frequency thing for you to be able to remember. It just depends on what your frequency was when you went to sleep. Okay, question 3. How can we use the dream realm to help in our ascension? I love this question. You can interact with the dream realm and continue your learning. So instead of just learning while you are awake in your day-to-day, you can still be learning while you are asleep in these dream realms. And that's what these sets are for in the dream realm. This creative space where your guides and you are able to build experiences, build whole little timelines in the dream space and move through them so you can ascend quicker. And they're saying this happens if you are, this happens at a faster rate if you are conscious of it. So if you are conscious of asking, hey, I want to move through this specific energy in my dreams, and you ask that before you go to bed, you are then able to open up the opportunities to move through that in the dream space, and then you don't even have to in this reality. Or they're saying it will be easier for you to, in this reality, to move through it if you are also in tandem working with the same energies in the dream space. They're saying it almost takes away the ego aspect of things, because it's your soul that is able to do work in the dream realm. It's your soul that is able to access different parts of your being. And because it is this soul aspect of yourself, it has the ego removed. And so it's able to experience things without attaching to it. And they're bringing through a very interesting note to not attach to what you see in your dreams. It doesn't need to make sense. It doesn't need to determine something about someone if you dream about them. They're saying to stay very neutral to what you see in your dreams, because on a soul level, your soul was able to experience exactly what it needed to, and your ego, your human, may not always understand that by what you remember from your dreams. They're bringing back in the portals too. So there are these portals that the dream realm has, and you can access other realms through these portals. And they're saying not to take it too rigid. Like, don't be freaked out that you are able to travel in your dreams, because it's not your human self that is just doing it. It's your soul self, it's your higher self, it's your alien self that is helping you to do this, and they know exactly what you're meant to experience. They know exactly where they are. They are fully conscious of what they are helping you to retrieve at this time, and know that it's always for your highest and best. It's always for your highest amount of learning. It's always information that is to help you here in this realm. They are showing that there are nefarious beings who can access our energy through the dream state. But know that even those experiences are contracted. Know that even those experiences are training. It's going back to that like set that we build in order to learn things. We are learning from all of it, all that we experience in the dream. So they're saying if you have nightmares frequently, you can talk to them, interact with them, and say, hey guides, I really want to get through what we're trying to learn here. I would really like to move past what is going on and whatever my soul is needing to pick up here. Or you can interact with them and say, hey, can we mellow this out a bit? Like, the big demon creature is freaking me out a little. Like, can we mellow it down? Can we bring it down a notch? And this goes into, the question of, can we interact and communicate with our dreams? And they're saying absolutely yes. Dreams have consciousness. So too, if you're wanting to understand more about your dreams, ask it. Ask the dream itself. Like, there are all parts of it are conscious. The energy that you experience when you wake up from like a bad dream, or the memories that you have of a dream, the images that you have, you can interact with it because all of it is consciousness. And so if you do have a memory that's lingering, speak to it, ask it what it wants to show you, and then send it back to the dream realm. Send it back to the place where it was created with love and light. And they're saying you can even do this with the beings that you see in your dreams. If it's something that you don't like, send it love. Say, I wish to no longer experience this. And I send this energy back to its origin with love and light. Period. Done. So bringing it back to how it helps with ascension, we are able to, when we are in the dream state, access new frequencies that some of us are not able to access while we are awake, while that ego is present. That's what they were, full circle, okay. So when we are asleep and it's just our soul energy, just our, you know, alien extraterrestrial self, they are able to help our body access frequencies that are higher than those on earth. And when we access them in this soul self, part of it activates our physical body when we come back into our body after dreaming. And these activations are helping us to ascend. So the energy that we access in the dream state is energy that's helping our physical state when we wake up, essentially. Turning on new DNA, helping our bodies to heal even. Like our galactic team, our spirit team has a full-on like channel, an open channel to us when we are asleep, because that is when the ego is silent. So they're able to heal us. They're able to, do these activations. This is why a lot of alien abductions happen when people are asleep. We just have, we're more open to our multidimensionality. Okay, they're coming back to, I actually asked this question, can dream energies stick with you? So they're saying yes, they can, but again, to just send them back to their origin and to the dream space with love and light and be done with it. That's all you have to do, and the energy will go back. But also too, that you create this sometimes. So if you had a nightmare or if you had a dream that really freaked you out, you trying to understand it is helping that energy to stay attached to you. So they're saying like dream journaling, whenever that happens, is really important because it gets it out of your head. It stops you from thinking about it. Just kind of get it onto the paper and then just forget about it. They're bringing it back to that point of like, you don't need to understand. We don't need to understand what goes on in the dream space. We just need to know that it happened and know that we can send this back. We can send the energies to wherever they need to go and be done with it. Okay. Okay, I forgot. I wrote the questions like this. They just directed me to question 5, and question 5 is what to do if an energy sticks with you. So there you go. Okay, let me see what other question they want to go to. They're just kind of going in order, so that's new. That usually doesn't happen. So what kind of training happens in dreams? Okay, they told me to come back to question 6. Can we interact with and communicate with dreams? I skipped this one because I thought we had already answered it, but they're like, no, you need, like, go back to that one. Okay, so what do you have to say? They're saying interactions don't just take place while you're asleep with the dream realm. Sometimes interactions continue to go on, and they're almost saying this is why some people feel super groggy in the mornings. It's because they have not fully come back from the dream realm. They have not fully come back from interacting with it, which is why they are slower in the mornings and it takes them like a long time to like come to life. And they're saying that they can kind of fix this or help this by calling themselves back fully. Calling their soul back fully into their body, into this present moment reality of where they are right now. And by doing this, they are cutting off access to the dream space so they can be fully present in this now reality. And it's still going on up there for sure, but less of them will be present for whatever is still continuing to happen, and more of them will be here. They're almost saying like as we move into our multi-dimensionality, we are able to be in multiple places at once. Just how these guides that are telling me these messages are also elsewhere. We will be coming more into that. And so this is how the dream realm can continue going on while we are awake. It's like a 60-40. 40 in the dream state, 60 here. Okay, now they're saying, question 8, what kind of training happens in the dreams? They're saying a lot of soul training or experiential training. Certain experiences that you wouldn't be able to have in your present reality with either past people or opportunities that came up, or just processing with the actual soul essence of a person. So they're showing me this example where I worked a really toxic job with a lot of low vibe people, and I was also one of those low vibe people. I don't want that to make it sound like I was above these people at all. We were all equal in the environment. And a lot of shit went down and a lot of things were happening outside of the job, but with people inside the job, and there was just a lot of things going on, and I made a lot of decisions that I now looking back would have changed, and same with like a lot of the people, and it was just a sticky situation, and I had nightmares for months about this job. I would show up there and my manager would have like a big anime angry head and like a like an angry face and cross on his head, and the people there would be mean, and like there was a lot of processing. But over time it did like almost like an arc. Like over the months I saw the dream get friendlier, and as the time passed I was doing so much dream work that like one of the last times I had that dream, it was fully shifted. People were nice, we were all getting along, we were all taking care of one another. It was like a beautiful place. My manager looked friendly, and it had like been mellowing out a little bit, but I haven't dreamed of it since, and that's because all the processing was moved through. And that's kind of like some of the training that we move through and the processing in our dreams, is we are able to access these points of experience that we aren't able to in our present reality, but that help us shift our present reality and collapse timelines that were once existing. So when you have like a energy that is left between you and another person, it's almost creating that karmic cycle that keeps those timelines present. And this energy, this holding on to this frequency or this feeling, keeps that timeline present. So in our dreams, we are able to access the ability to move through it and collapse those energies, which then collapses the timeline that they were attached to. So this is some of the training or processing, I guess is the word that they are using. Light warrior training 2. You're learning how to use your light warrior skills. And they're telling me to share this other example of I've had dreams before where I have called upon certain gifts in the like in a crazy situation where like the demons are present and we're like under attack, and I have to call upon this new like psychic gift or one of my light warrior skills. And then in the moment I'm like training with that skill, like transmuting this giant demon thing. And so they're saying we are constantly training like our light warrior skills. We're constantly training with our emotions, how things make us feel, how we react, how we respond. Like they're almost saying like you can pretty much train anything in your dreams. Like if you're wanting to work on something, bring it to the dream realm and your spirits will get to work. Like your guides will get to work and you will be able to move through what you're wanting to move through. Okay. What are the spirits that govern the dream realm? Let's check it out. There are multiple species, spirits that can access the dream space. It's not just for our human collective. It really is a dimension that, or realm that, if you are of a certain frequency, you can access it. And a lot of ET races will access this space to do this work, but also to access their human selves. To access their selves in other bodies, basically, in other lifetimes. It's a portal dimension. It has portals, you can get anywhere. There's a main group of spirits that do govern it though, and watch over closely, like almost like a council. And under that council, there are different roles and different positions, I guess. I'm seeing this one, it feels very feminine. There's not a lot of hair on this being. It's kind of like a white light, like a humanoid body, but like spindly, and the head is a bit bigger and like oblong. And she's saying she governs The specific area of the realm that I venture to quite often. She's saying different people on her level watch over different quadrants of the realm. And so they're in charge of the spirits that enter that quadrant and in charge of what's going on in that quadrant. She's saying it's the like past life quadrant is what she governs. It's where people go to access other lifetimes, and to access knowledge from other lifetimes. Like she has like a team under her, and she is able to help people access those lifetimes. Like I'm almost seeing shelves, and like we tell her, like me and my team tell her what we're trying to do. She goes to the shelf, picks it up, and then it like appears, and then like we can dive into it basically. And she's saying it happens more like energetically than that, but it's an example to show for humans to understand. I asked her if she had a message for everyone, and she's saying to open your mind, to allow the work to be done here. Allow yourself to expand in your dreams. Just by you thinking that you will expand in your dreams, that will jump spark you to expanding in them, learning in them.